Okay, we're finally ready to add in the face sparkles. I'm going to hide these two layers here. You want to put the sparkle layer underneath the paint, at least underneath the paint layer. And we need adjustment layer, a solid color, white. Click the mask, Control I to invert it. Get out your brush tool, paint with white, and constantly change your hardness around 50%. Change the brush size a lot, so you can make a small dot, 100%. Small dots, larger dots, whatnot, and you can refer to some of the movie pictures to see what some of the dot patterns look like, or just create your own. Sorry. So anyways, just start drawing in the sparkles and changing size as you go, or however you want to do this. But the error that I see a lot of people doing is every dot is solid white, even the dots that go deep into dark shadows. Those dots still have the same brightness. They're 100% white. So there's a way to get around this so that the dots in the bright shine on the face are going to be a bright white, and as you get into darker regions it won't be as bright, rather than you changing the color constantly. So I just threw some dots over there so you can see we got some in the brighter regions and the darker regions. I did this, did a color fill for a reason, so that I could have this mask here very easily. We can then change the color of the dots at any time. But it's so that we could do this. I want to take this layer and I want to change its blend mode to overlay. See, when you do overlay, you'll get you'll get the brighter regions, and the pixels that go down into the dark regions, they won't be as bright white, but it does introduce color. So now I need to make this a little brighter, so I'm just going to click on my layer after I'm done drawing in all my dots and hit Control J to duplicate it so that I get it's double the strength. So now my whites are pure white and these get darker over here. Now I need to click on one of the masks so that I can select all those dots, and I have to open up a hue adjustment layer, and I got to suck the color out of it because overlay will introduce color, and you can put this to wherever you want it to be. Then you can now see that as some of these sparkles go into shadow regions, they're darker. So if you got somebody wearing a hat and underneath their hat's a shadow, draw the sparkles up in underneath the shadow, but once you change it to overlay and then suck the saturation out, those dots will go under there, and they will also have a shadow appear to be casted on it. So now not every sparkle is the exact same color. You got a big variety and it looks a lot much more natural. Last, take either one of these color fill layers and let me cancel this. Get in a little closer. You want to add a glow to it, an outer glow. Make it white and make it overlay. And play around with the size, spread. You want the range to be 100% and it anti-aliased. So now you're given a glow. You can see the before and after. And then you can play around with your opacity, how much you actually want to see the glow. But I like giving it an overlay glow so it adds a little bit of a blue tint to it. Almost like it's glowing. And that's how I'm doing the sparkles. It'll look like that. See, it's a 3-layer combination to get the sparkles in there. I'll hide them all and show them. You'll be able to see the difference if I take that one layer and turn it to normal. How these sparkles over here, they're just 100% white. And that's why the overlay is so much better. It blends them in. Very much so. So have fun, create some sweet avatars. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with.